Hey you guys, or welcome friends. I'm backing out of my parking spot and it's time for the drive home. And I left my parking brake on. We're off to a good start. So I have fucking nothing to talk about today. I don't have any subjects or anything going on, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to chat about today. Let's talk about the future of this thing. This little channel of mine, The Drive Home, I think it's got some legs. I think I can do something with it. I do need your help, because I need you guys giving me topics, giving me stuff you want to talk about, and things of that nature. They're very helpful, obviously, and I covered a lot more yesterday than I had originally been planning on because, it was a longer drive. Twice as long, actually. So there was that. As far as other things, like I said, I got some new audio equipment. It hasn't come in yet, but at least when it does, hopefully the audio quality will go up. I have no plans on changing the video quality at all, because the main test, purpose, experiment, whatever, is to make this incredibly low-key and incredibly cheap to produce. Basically, I will never do anything more complicated than just using the selfie mode on my phone. There we go, block the sun so you guys don't go blind. So yeah, and as always, completely unscripted, completely unrehearsed. Just me chatting with you as I head home. And the one thing that I'm hoping to bring back as soon as the YouTube app does this is live streaming. As one person told me, they enjoyed it because it was like being on a phone call with me. Although, let me tell you, being on a phone call with me is far less interesting than anything I've done on here. I am shit at small talk. I mean, really, really bad. I am horrible at trying to come up with concepts or anything like that. But as of right now, the problems we have with this is that the YouTube app for mobile phones doesn't have live streaming. All you can do is record and then upload. So I figured, well, why bother using the app? I'll just use my camera mode, and then when I get home, dump the video onto my computer and then upload it. I might start doing a little bit of editing, but not much. I mean, just like cut out little beginning bits or what have you. Just then, my beginning was a little more jilted than I had originally planned, but I was essentially waiting for everybody in the parking lot to leave, and then I'd back out and do my thing. But somebody waved me through to go ahead and back up in front of him, and so I had to very quickly hit record and then start doing the thing. So I was caught a little off guard. But stuff like that. When I could more cleanly introduce myself. Wow, that is bright as hell. There we go. You're welcome. Anyways, so yes, the YouTube app. So the YouTube app doesn't allow live streaming because I'm not important enough. Only people with like huge subscriber numbers have been allowed to do live streaming from their phones. So whatever, that's fine. Although one thing that I did find interesting is that my particular phone has a live streaming option that's powered by YouTube. So effectively, I could live stream to YouTube right now using my phone. The problem with it is that it doesn't allow you to select what channel that live stream goes to. And so instead of going to the Drive Home channel, it would go to my personal channel. Which, it wouldn't really do me any good. Because, whatever. You guys are here for the Drive Home. And that's where I want the videos to go, is the Drive Home. The other thing is that YouTube has no ability to move videos from one channel to another. The best thing they have is, well, you can download your videos and then re-upload them to the new channel. And that just seems silly. So I'm not going to bother. Everything's going to be pre-recorded as it is now, and then I'll dump it onto YouTube after the fact. And there we are. So that's kind of what I see at this point. I'm contemplating doing a skit a week. nothing big. Just something silly, produced a little bit. Maybe almost Vine length, like 10, 15 seconds or something like that. I know it's a little longer than the Vine, but you get my drift. Nothing really long. As a friend of mine posted in yesterday's video, they gave me like, if you had a puppy whose last dying wish was to have you do a research project on a Earth culture or human culture, what would it be? And I kind of came up with a very short little image in my head of what I'd want that to be, which wouldn't be me driving in the car talking to you about it. It would be a funny little skit thing. But since I don't have that, I don't do that right now, and that's not really my option. I'm just kind of glossing over it, although I think I'm going to save that because, again, that's not really a topic for me to talk about. I can't. This is so off the cuff, and my fact and figure recall is terrible. So it would be really boring to say, well, this is what I learned about ancient Sumerian culture, and get it all wrong, and have people yell at me, and it's just not worth the effort or the time. And on top of that, if I'm going to use it the same day, if an idea comes in and I'm trying to use it the same day as the show, I'm at work. This is me driving home from work, so that means I don't have time to research whatever's going on and what have you. So I guess the quick answer to that particular thing is I would research ancient Sumerian culture, because it really seemed like everything falls back to the ancient Sumerians. Anytime you see any sort of sci-fi movie where they discover ancient relics or horror or anything like that, it comes back to ancient Sumerian gods or demons or rituals or something. Or the ancient Sumerians just happen to be high tech. And that technology was lost in some great disaster or whatever. So it just kind of cracks me up, and I like to do research to actually find out what we do know about the ancient Sumerians and what sort of information we have there, because that's funny stuff. So yeah, that's about what we have there. Some people give me some broad topics like Halloween that's coming up in video games, and I can certainly chat about this stuff. I do feel that there are a million video game channels out there that talk about video games all the time. So, I mean, we could get into specifics, or even like, maybe it's not specifics. Maybe what I need to do is get into very broad strokes. Like, okay, we have the topic about video game glitches that could be used, and I don't know of any channel that actually used that as a topic, so that would have been good. Or things along those lines where it's not focused on a particular game, like nobody wants to hear another review of Overwatch or anything like that, who incidentally I've never played, so you're not going to get a review out of me. But yeah, that's where I kind of see us going. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and until then, I'll see you at home. Bye.